So this next piece, those penguins kind of weird me out. I actually had three other penguin things I almost put on that slide, Ken. I so wanted to. I have one that there's a penguin sitting, and he says, penguins are black and white. Many old television shows are black and white. Therefore, many old television shows are penguins. And underneath it says, reasoning. Another things penguins aren't good at. But we're here to talk about witness to faith. Witness to faith. Now, we like to think, of course, that we witness to faith by living good, faithful lives, and that's one piece of it. Our friends notice that special glow and ask us, what's going on? And you go, good church. You know, don't like jump back and go, oh yeah, I got a haircut. Don't do that. I mean, really, like change your haircut, change your glasses. And when friends look at you and go, something's different, you go, yeah, great church. Okay? All right. Nothing wrong with that. A few years ago, I did a keynote for the Long Island Congregations Leadership School. And I was primed on the pump for this by a good friend of mine who used to be vice moderator of the UUA board, Ned White, who is now the executive director of our Beach congregation, for the Beach program of our congregation at Shelter Rock, that helps fund a lot of important efforts in our faith. But he sent this, what he did was he made up this poster and he posted them all over that said, Gini will answer these questions. And I said, well, what if I don't want to? And he said, they'll expect it now, they're up all over the place. But his first question was, why does the world need Unitarian Universalist congregations? So this was like the easy question on this list, if you can imagine. So I said, well, I'll do some of them. So let's reframe it, because this isn't Long Island. And I want to ask the question, why does Florida need UU congregations? Or just so I feel included, why does Michigan need UU congregations? Or why does this country, this particular space, need UU congregations? And I'm going to share the answer that I wrote at that time because I'm quite pleased with it and it still speaks for me. Some of my answers to the question are global. You know, I can go to, well, we helped found this country, da-da-da. But what I find really when I hear that question when I read it the first time is I go immediately to the personal. So I will tell you all that I need Unitarian Universalist congregations because I want to be a whole person while I travel my religious path. If any part of this resounds with you, feel free to let me know. I want to grow my strong spirit and my incredibly subtle soul in the company of others. They do not need to be like me, but they need to be able to like me, to suspend judgment long enough that they will actually see me. In much of the religious world, I'm not allowed to get religion until I fix myself. Some religions don't like me just because I'm a woman. That doesn't mean I can't go and give them money and show up in the pews, but they don't like women leaders, so that's out. Now you add that I'm a lesbian and I've ruled out most of the religious spectrum, unless I'm willing to lie Sunday after Sunday, as so many of my sisters and brothers do. I need a Unitarian Universalist congregation so I have a place to be religious without compromising my soul, including the part of my soul that still longs for an ecstatic intimacy with one particular human being of my same gender. I need a UU congregation because the children and youth that I interact with need a place to learn values that affirm life and celebrate difference. They need a place to learn personal skills that will support their souls as they grow towards adulthood and on their own spiritual journeys. They need to be told in a way that it's not even possible to shake it out of them, that they are, each and every one of them, a special blessing. Unique and yet connected to the human tribe that extends around the globe. And they need this because it is the only immunization you and I can give them against the toxic messages that they are immersed in every day. I I need a UU congregation so our next generation of leaders will survive. Wow. I wrote this a couple years ago. So right now, Chris Trace is very much in my heart. They don't all survive. I need my UU congregation because I find something transcendent there. Not every week, but many Sundays, especially if I arrive open to receiving it. Whatever it is. I don't even read the sermon blurb anymore. I don't want to know. Okay? Because I find that if I just go in receptive, that something holy sneaks in the door. Sometimes it's in a reading. Sometimes it is in the sermon. In my congregation, it is often in the music. And I am connected to the common human experience. It's electric. And that moment of transcendence that some people mark as the date they were saved, okay, restores my soul and my humility. And it connects me to all of those folks too. I need a UU congregation because Unitarian Universalists are at least as focused on this life as they are on the next life. We care about now. I need a religious life focused on the reality in front of me, the experience that I live, a church that inspires me, where I can find hope week after week after week, if only by looking, and I mean really looking, in the eyes of the other folks in the pews. And then restored, I can go back out and do the work of the world. I need, not want, not would like to have, not it's kind of cool, not I might join one. I need a Unitarian Universalist congregation. Well, good. But I need you to do something else. Now it's your turn. I want you to sit with that for a minute. Because I'm going to have you turn to someone near you, and I want you to tell them why you need a UU congregation, and I want you to listen while they tell you why they need one. And my friends, if you thought any part of writing this ever was easy for me, you're mistaken. I expect you to dig deep. Sit for a moment, please, so everybody can think. We want even the introverts to be able to play. Why do you need a UU congregation? Now find someone to share with, and despite your excitement, remember your inside voices so that everybody can hear. If we make the room too loud, it'll be hard for some people. Find one person to share with. If you drove here in the car with them, choose somebody else. You can talk to them about this on the way home.